Aloha, good morning, everyone. Well, good afternoon for some of y'all. Good wherever the heck you are. Good whatever time it is. How about that? Anyway, good to see you guys. Everybody is here. Today we're going to be talking about getting productive using Fantastical because it was a special request. It was a absolute special request. Number one, Facebook user, we're going to need you to come to YouTube so we can know who we're talking to. I don't like talking to Facebook user. And unfortunately, Zuckerberg has twisted things up so they be where they're at. And then second of all, I will get to your question in a second. Just let me brush through the housekeeping steps and we'll dive in. Remember also, folks, if you have a question, please do us a favor and drop a Q colon or a question colon so that way Lem can point it out or India or someone can point it out to me either by chat or texting my phone. Okay, because that way we don't miss anybody. So yes, we definitely will take care of your question and get it twisted. For the replay viewers, if you do not have an opportunity to watch this live, don't forget every Tuesday and Saturday at roughly round about now, actually check the calendar, we will be here doing live question and answer. Normally what we try to do on Tuesday is talk about an app, a piece of gear, or a tool and dive into it and, make it so that it's easier for you to get your videos and your live video game and, whatnot together. And on Saturdays, we pretty much normally do raw Q&A and, sure, just jump in whenever you want. Please, if you haven't already done so, press the subscribe button and smash the notification belay so that way you get the ding, ding, ding whenever we go live and then you won't miss it again. And so also, if you are watching this on the replay, please type Replay Squad in the comments so that we know. And then we can keep up with you and make sure you don't miss out anything cool and anything fun. Also, quick reminder, I think Lemuel already explained it to y'all, but if you haven't already, check out pressandsoul.com/DocRock and check out the new fantabulous Let's Get Live merch. Things like this lovely Vlogmas shirt that they made for myself and the rest of the crew. And also, if you haven't already done so, jump into the Let's Get Live Facebook group. We have lots of folks there to help you get lots of questions answered. Many of the Padawans have moved up to training Jedi at this point. And so that way, even if I'm not around, one of the Padawans or the Jedi will help you get your situation started. I also have to take a moment to send a special shout out to Lemuel, Lola Coaster, and Fulgence Henry, or Henri, as we should say, because they did a fantastic stream this morning in the eCam community, helping people out understand green screen a little bit better. And, the only thing we ask of the Let's Get Live community is whenever you learn something, make sure you share it with the rest of the folks because we must pay it forward. That's how we operate. We don't keep information, hold it to ourselves, and then be like, oh, I'll tell you if you buy something. Like, that's not what we do. We tell you. We just give you the answer. And that's it. So that's the plan. I really appreciate you. We're going to dive into Fantastical. But before we do that, let me send some greetings and salutations to the crew and then answer that first question. Kim, konnichiwa. Brant, hello, my brother. Que paso? Lemuel, of course, is here. He's the moderator. Sammy Superstar. Sammy, after you won your prize yesterday, since you don't have to pay for that, now you can pay for a gym and stop lifting IMAX. Weird fitness routine. Sammy is the coolest of the young Jedi. He knows what's cracking. He's the man. Elaine Dempsey, one of my favorite peoples out there. Rob Valls, I always want to call him Rob Values, but that is not his name. What's up, Rob? Good to see you here, brother. Good to see you, Nedra. Nedra's in the building. Let me saying hi to every people. Gil, what's popping? Good to see you, Professor. Dr. Gil is in the house. Oh, he says the Iron Man down there in the bottom. Yeah, I think it's probably canceled again this year. It's kind of whack. And, yeah, Honolulu Marathon also canceled. So you probably missed all of the good stuff this year. The young Padawan, India Delgado, is in here. She makes bootleg lights. It's not the Elgato, it's the Delgado. Bootleg lights and capture cards. What's up, Kat? Good to see you here. And I think we got everyone so far. Noble Bowman, Mr. Chief is here. Brody. Oh, what's up, Brody? Good to see you. La 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 la. Okay, K-Walk. The Raw Truth. Got a question, so we'll make sure we'll answer that question for you too. And let's see, Mr. Camera Junkie Luis is in the building. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get live VIP group. Ben, good to see you here, Ben. Ben hates YouTube. He's always on Facebook. I'm teasing, Ben. I'm teasing. All right. Edge Life. What's up, Philly? Good to see you here. Miss is here. Pastor Eva is here. Miguel is here. I'm glad you made it, Miguel. I'm glad we was able to get you into the group. Mr. Vikings is here. David, what's up? What you guys say? Skull. Yeah, that's the one. Hey, there you go, Tommy. Good to see you, fam. Tommy, was that you who asked the question? Oh, there you go. That was Tommy. Okay, cool. So let me get to Tommy's question real quick, and then I'll go back up and handle the next one. He says, do you know about an issue using Rode Wireless Go mic with FaceTime Live on an iPhone? The phone is engaging with the Rode, but with the built-in mic instead, using all the right adapters. Yeah. No, and my Rode mic is upstairs. I can test it out for you later, Tommy, and then go live in the group and see what I got, because I use the Rode. It's actually all connected. I use the Rode Wireless Go Mini, the tiny one, with the Rode Red cable, the pigtail, and then the Rode SE4. Now remember, there's a difference between the SE2, the SE3, and the SE4. The SE4 is the TRRS. So you have to make sure you have the right SE cable, because it does make a difference in whether it picks up or not. And other than that, it should just catch. One thing you could try, if you have a different iOS device, you could try plugging in that and see maybe it's just something in the settings having to do with privacy on your own mic. But yeah, I'll definitely get my stuff out and we'll do it in the Let's Get Live groups. And if you want, I can try to call you on and we'll see if we can get you figured out, because yeah, I know it's you, Drew, because Sylvia's in here on her own thing up here. See, and y'all probably sit in the same room. So there's that, eating up two kinds of internet. They said, what's up, brother? Good to see you here. I know, right? I'm pretty sure you told him, well, Miguel was like, I don't want to go over there. But then Kurt said, and like, oh, Kurt said, now it's cool. I see how you do, Miguel. It's all good. It's all good, Ben. Oh, you know how you do it, Ben? On the button, when you click on the subscribe base for the bell, there is a let them decide what to send you, and then there's an all. Press all. That's the secret. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you remember, you know how there's the SE6 and then there's the SE4. I'm sorry, the SE6 is a different cable. There's the SE2, the SE3, the SE4. Each one of them has a different type of connection. And if you just go to Best Buy and ask them which one, they would normally sell you the wrong one. So you kind of got to be cognizant of which one you're picking. So, Luis, you're probably right. That could be it. He says he has the right one. He has the SE4, according to this. Noble, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. You've been listening to the Church of Lemuel. Yeah, actually, Elaine, that's true. Lemuel, if you can find the video that Elaine is talking about from Mrs. D's channel, please pop it in there. Mr. Mike, good to see you here, brother. Can't wait until you're open so we can have dinner and watch the sunset. That'd be dope. I told you guys before, if you ever come to Hawaii, we're probably going to Tiki's so you guys can see sunset and eat an amazing dinner. They got good food. They got good ribs, one of my favorites, and hot wings. Delicious. Anyway, so let's go. Let me get back up to this question from the Raw Truth. Put video with the sound in a small box in Ecamm. What kind of video? You want to pull one from YouTube? You want to pull a video that you've previously recorded? Whatever. Ecamm has zero problem playing videos with sound. Look. That's funny. Why did I do that? Let's see. Oh, you know why? Because I deleted the sound that goes with that. Let me grab another video. Yeah, anyway, Ecamm, oh, wrong keyboard. Ecamm can play videos with sound all day long. The only thing that you might be confusing is a overlay video, which I don't remember if this one is. An overlay video, a video with the transparency, does not have sound because Apple ProRes 4444 used the final channel, right? Video comes in 4 channels, R, G, B, and then the next one, right? And also with that RGB is HSL, hue, saturation, and hue, saturation, and luminance. And then there's various grayscale colors. So that's all part of the levels of 4. And then the last 4 is the alpha channel. And if you're using the alpha channel, is either going to carry that or it's going to carry sound, but it can't carry both. So if you're bringing in a transparent video where the 4th channel is alpha, it cannot have sound, but you just attach it using either a Stream Deck or attach video to scene with the I can't speak English right now, with the sound effects panel. Let me open up a window. That's wrong. Let's get back to Finder. Open up a window. Let's see. Do I have a piece of video that gets sound on top there? Oh, let's pray. That is a large movie, but it does have sound. Let's see. There you go. Okay, so I am going to, let's demo mode this. Go to Finder, demo mode, webcam, and let's close this for a second. I'm going to just grab a video and drag it on top. Sorry about the ropes in the shot. They're painting my building. What a lovely, lovely day. Let's get started. However, if I grab the video and drag it into the overlay panel, it says, do you want to pull it as animated overlay or full screen with audio? Okay, so if I pull it in as animated overlay, then you see that you're going to lose the sound, right? So the other workaround is you come over to the other side here, and I have a secondary computer set up with NDI. You could also do this with a phone. You could do this with an iPad. You could do this with roundabout anything. So let me go here. This is my other computer showing up here. I can then grab a video from Chia. Let me go here. Boom, boom, boom. And then grab this and open that video. And then I don't have the cable plugged in though, so you're not going to hear the sound. But in theory, if I plug the cable in, the sound would come across. I don't have the cable plugged in right now because Mrs. D says it makes too much noise. But if I go there, and you have the sound from the other device, your phone, your iPad, or whatever, will come automatically.
Look,
but
if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it? Just like Aloha. Welcome to the channel.
There you go. So it can be done in a couple different ways. The main thing is when you drop it in, see the advantage of doing it through the NDI method. And NDI, you can use roundabout anything as a source. Anything that runs, so iPad NDI, iPhone NDI, iPhone or iPad plugged in directly with the USB cable will work. All of the above will work. And the reason why you want to do it that way is because overlays are seen as just graphics and movies are seen as movies, and they're full screen. They're outside of doing a share screen presentation window with system audio, then there's no way to use a video as an overlay. So there's about 80 ways to kill that fish. Most of us do it all the time. Again, when you watch the wrap-up show, we do it every night. We play everyone's YouTube videos while we are critiquing them and giving tips and explaining them. So yeah, it's actually something that you can do about 50,000 ways, and it just really depends on what you have set up on your system. Let me scroll down, see where we're at. Boom, boom, boom. Yes and no. Yes and no. Uh, yeah. So there's such thing as a checklist. Let me close this window here. There's a thing that's known as the best practices list, right? That is literally probably hands down number one favorite feature out of the buddies of tubes. Okay, so let me pop this real quick and go to the studio. After this, we're going to dive into the other thing. So we're going to press content, and then we'll press this. Okay. Switch my NDI source to Microsoft Edge. Let's just do that for now. Switch to Edge real quick. Okay. That should work. Huh? NDI source, why you don't do what I tell you to do, man? There you go. Okay, so right here on the side, in this little section right here, let's see, we zoom you up a little bit. See this best practices list? There's a little TB on the side, and then it's telling me to go back in and add my chapters, which I didn't do. It's telling me to post it to my blog, which I didn't do. It tells me to add info cards because I forgot, so I need to go do that. It tells me to pin a comment, which I thought I did. Let me double check. Nope, it didn't catch the pin comment, so I can fix that. I can just click on the side, go to my comments, and let's take, say, Miss D for a second. I'll go back and pin my own comment later, but I press pin, and then I can go back to details, and then it's rechecking, and then pin a comment is missing. Then it says, okay, go ahead and heart a comment. So I can go back to my comments. I can find Sammy, because Sammy, of course, and then Kimu-chan. Kimu-chan is there. Cheryl is there. Let's go ahead and heart up some comments real quick while we're in here. More hot sports opinions from Doc Rock. Easy, Rich. Easy. Thank you, DJ Classic Beats. This one is fake, so don't press that. If you said that, you'll start the bots in motion. This one also fake. I'll teach you guys how to tell that later. But now, as it goes back and it checks the best practices, boom, that's gone. I haven't had a chance to reply to the comments, but it basically, before you press go, you can go in and make sure all of these are done. If you follow just these steps and do much else, your channel will fly. But if you also go in and hit the SEO, get good titles, all of the above, then your video will be like thong, like you'll just kill it. Like, let me check my SEO score because I kind of was half asleep. Okay, see, I got to go in and fix my SEO because right now it's saying that my SEO score is 20. That's not acceptable. We got to get that up to over 80. So after this, I will go in and fix all of that. But yeah, that's basically how you get in and you get it done. All right, let me check this last one real quick. What? You forgot the email? Man, send that email, dude. It's Caleb@ecam.com. Hello, Miss I. Yes, Miss Nixon. Hey, y'all buy enough shirts so that the Nixons can come and visit. How about that? How you doing, Callie? Good to see you. Namaste. Let's see. Getting Louise, Ali. It's Ben. There you go, Ben. Good to see you here, brother. India fully is here. Everybody, okay, just check in. Okay, so okay, good. I'm glad we're able to help you. Again, if you get stuck whatsoever, jump on over to Facebook. I'm sorry, docrock.live/group to jump into the Let's Get Live Facebook community, and there's a whole bunch of folk there that can help you. Oh, India is fired again. She just got unfired and she fired again. If you had one shot, it's not Nas. Come on. Come Come on. Mom Spaghetti, ring a bell. I just know the YouTube lowers the quality of my live streams. YouTube, it's something else. Something else you have going different. Because YouTube will accept streams in 4K, and I do it all the time. Today, I actually lowered it today because Spectrum is doing something, and I didn't want to have any issues. But as I checked my upload speed today, I was getting like a 5.6, so I dropped it. But normally, YouTube will accept a 4K stream, and that's not a setting from Ecamm or anything like that. That's YouTube. But you also have to realize that when they are getting taxed, it is up to them to lower the stuff. So, for instance, last week, because everybody and their mama was home, they were defaulting videos to 360p. And then it's on you to go and switch it to the next higher. So it's very possible that what's happening is when someone lands on your video, it is defaulting to 360p, and you just got to click the cog and jump up. And they're just doing that to try to save bandwidth because the whole planet is home on Christmas vacation. And so, yeah, it's probably nothing you did or anything weird like that. So, yeah. Thank you, Kim, for helping out India. I can't believe she called herself a New Yorker. Don't know the difference between Eminem and Nas. That's just palm sweaty. Mom Spaghetti. There you go. Thanks, Elaine. And you got to come, Elaine, too. So everywhere we walk around, you can just play a guitar and be like our theme music. Taylor Brandt. Yeah, it's nothing you're doing, Jared. It's YouTube trying to save bandwidth right now because the planet is around. So yeah, don't sweat it. All right. All right. Your coffee machine broke this weekend. Wow. That is that's tragedy. That is pure tragedy. Okay, gang, let's get after it because y'all are causing some kind of commotion, as the LGL fam normally does. We go to other people's streams and cause commotion. We come to our streams and cause commotion. So let's cool it with the commotion and let's get after it. What you guys are looking at, and you guys let me know if dark mode is hard to see. I will temporarily kill my Vader Nation and switch it back to light mode because I normally don't like that. I like dark mode. This is Fantastical, and it is pretty much the dope cheese. Let me do something here real fast. Did I put it on here? Yes, I did. Yes, Fantastical is the dope sauce. All right, this is the application. And we were talking about this the other day, and Miss Felicia said she didn't know how to use the app, and I believe Elaine or somebody else chimed in and said that they had it. But Fantastical is probably the dopest thing since running water. The first thing that I like to point out about Fantastical is it is completely cross-platform at this point, and it didn't used to be that way, but it has gotten there. So you got your Mac, your iPad, your iPhone, and your watch. It works on all of your devices, which is the truth. I love the design, which is probably one of the reasons why I fell in love with it. I'm a very design-oriented app. I can't stand apps with horrible interfaces. One of the reasons why I love Ecamm, say, over OSB is because the interface just makes sense. I'm sorry, OBS. OBS just is a pain in the butt. It does have collaborative features so that we can work things out. I love the fact that it has templates for a repeatable task, which is also pretty rad. You can do tasks. I don't really do to-do lists too often, but you can. One of my favorite features is this thing called Interesting Calendars, which I would jump into. I have weather turned on just because it looks pretty, but I don't look at it. In Hawaii, we go, it's either raining or it's not. Other than that, it's always good. This is the bomb. I will show you guys this time zone support in a second because that is the key. My other new favorite thing that they added probably back in October, no, actually take it back. They added it back in May, is this conference call detection. And then there's the widgets for the phone. So we're going to talk about some of them today. First thing you do is come over here. You can just download it for free. It is dope. When you really want to get in there, of course, as you know, their paid option is probably the maneuver. You can do a single person is roughly $3.33 a month, aka half a Starbucks. Or you could do, if you do the monthly, it's $5 a month, aka full Starbucks. Or you can do the family plan, which is great if you have to organize yourself and a couple folk. That's up to 5 people. And then it's $5.42 a month, which is Starbucks extra shot if you pay annually. Or it's $7.99 a month, which is 2 basic Starbucks. So anyway, game changer. Probably the best calendaring experience that exists today, and it goes above and beyond with Google Cal can do. So don't just say, well, just use Google Cal. Yeah, no S Sherlock. No, it's not quite. It's not that. It's not just a basic calendar. It is a lot more the bomb ski than that. So in order to prove this, we finna jump over to the NDI, not to be confused with India. And then there we go. Let's just make sure. Yes, me too. Forever. You know what the funny thing? If I remember correctly, at the last Macworld, Fantastical booth and Ecamm booth were side by side. How funny is that? Circa 2014-15. And there you go. So, 1 second. Hello, Danielle. No, you did not miss it. You're here just in time. We are just getting started. Let me find a good place to put the melon. I'll put the melon, like tiny little melon, right there. Okay, good. So, Danielle, you're just in time. All right. First things first. Let me see if I can pull this in just a smidgen. Will it catch? Okay, that works. And let me grab the bottom. There we go. Come on, fan. You know what? I'm going to just go full screen. That'll do it better. Does that fit better? Ha! Nice. Sorry, gang. NDI did not like that. Let me switch it back on. That's super funny. And then go to there. Did that work? That is funny. Come on, NDI. Okay, that works. That works. Okay, cool. We're going to leave it alone. NDI did not like full screen Fantastical. There you go. Okay, so before we get started, Rob has a good question. Calendly is not a calendar. Sounds like it, but it's not. Fantastical, however, is. Okay, so Rob, let me get over here to you. Calendly is a service that is designed to help you not have the situation where you go, hey, India, are you available on Sunday? And she goes, yeah. And then you go, okay, cool. How about 10 o'clock? Oh, not 10 o'clock because Serena wants to go to IKEA to build some crooked bookshelves. And you'd be like, okay, what about 2:30? No, not 2:30 because I have to make my fungo. And you know how long that takes. And then you go, all right, then what about 8? Well, not 8 because I got to watch The Real Housewives of New Jersey. And then you're like, okay, what about Monday? And then she's like, okay, Monday's perfect. I'm free all day Monday. All right, how about Monday at 10? Oh, nope, I got to get my hair did. And you're like, all right, I quit. let me send you a Calendly link, and I'm trying to get to that. And what Calendly does is it allows that person to just pick a spot and call it theirs rather than go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth trying to figure out what date time slot is available. So it is not really a full like calendar type situation in the same way that Fantastical is. So I have Calendly. I use it a lot. I use it to schedule guests for my podcast. I use it to schedule guests for my streams. And I'm going to be using it in the new year to book client appointments. So I would just tell them to go to, and again, if you have the pro version, right, same thing, like again, the free one is completely basic. It absolutely works. The pro version is like $8 a month, and the fully pro version is $12 a month. And the difference is 2 calendars versus 1 calendar versus 6. And what it will allow you to do is like someone would go to docrock.live/book, and that would allow them to book an appointment. If you go to docrock.live/podcast, you'd be booking a slot for the podcast. And again, it allowed me to block out various times for those various things. So when the course comes, people are going to have office hours. They'll be able to book time for the office hours that matches my available schedule. So I never have to worry about it, especially because we all live in various time zones. And so that can get confuzzing. That can get extremely confuzzing really quick. Okay, so here we are in Fantastical, and the layout and stuff is really, really dope. It's kind of cool in the sense that you got your master view calendar here. I set it for week view right now. I can switch it to day view, which tells me that the clubhouse room is popping very soon, and right after the clubhouse room, which is never an after because the clubhouse room block should probably be around about this long. But should I undo that? Okay, but after that is Manchester United game, so I can see all these things here. This is us right now at the Let's Get Live stream. Here's the TubeBuddy clubhouse room, which is popping off pretty soon. And then here's Manchester United game. And then tomorrow I got another brainstorm with Salababis Rob, so it's all in there, right? Now, this tells me, see the little warning signs on this? This lets me know that it's New Year's Eve. And somewhere between here and here, we will be straight faded. And what's really cool, if you come down here to the bottom, my favorite portion about this is what's known as calendar sets. So before we get into all of the craziness, you can actually build various calendar sets that are related to, okay, this is my work calendar, and I don't want to see anything to do with my personal life when I'm at work, because that way if somebody pops in your room, they wouldn't be able to see. You know what I mean? So you come over here, you press a new calendar set, and we'll call this calendar set YouTube, right? Because I want to just manage my YouTube stuff, okay? I'm going to go ahead and turn off everything iCloud. Don't need to see none of that. That's irrelevant, right? On the Google Calendar, for my YouTube stuff, come here. I can turn off the Raiders. Don't need to see that. I can turn off personal. Don't need to see that. I will leave work. I will leave holiday. I could turn off Mini Hooney Water. I could turn off family, turn off contacts, turn off Let's Get Live. Sorry, Stephanie, I'll put you back. I don't want to get yelled at. She might kill me. And I can turn off Notre Dame. I can leave my task list there because I have things I need to know. But while I'm working on YouTube, I don't need to know about Costco or Emma School or groceries or Marukai, which is a Japanese grocery store here. I can leave projects reminders. I can leave shopping because I might need to shop for something. And I can take off Whole Foods. I can take off birthdays and bon anniversary. All right. So now if I'm on my YouTube calendar set and I come over here and I press YouTube calendar set, all of the other stuff disappears. So all the other distractions are gone. I can only see what's related to that. And that to me is dope. Like that alone is one of the killer features. What happened? Yeah, there we go. All right, let's go back. Current application. So that alone already makes my day. I'm going to show you the other one, which is fantastic. No fun it says. So you click here. I'm in the plus sign. Now, this might be a little bit hard to see, but in the very top corner of your window, I have a plus sign going. And actually, you know what? Let me pull this in as an overlay. then it'll be easier. So I'm going to switch here, pick the iMac overlay, and pick the wide, and go big. Go big or go home. All right, the reason why we want to do overlay, because now I can press pan and zoom, and I can put you where I want y'all to see. Okay, so now we're in the top corner. In the top corner, if I want to add something, right? So I'm going to do oh, you know what? We'll schedule that conversation with Tommy about his microphone. So in here, I'm going to go live in LGL group at 4 p.m. for Tommy. And actually, you know what? I don't want Tommy to take up my whole time. So I'm going to go 4 to 4:15. I make it short, right? You see how I automatically switch that up? And so you guys can see, I'm going to go at a higher time so that it can pop up in the window. Let's do this at 12:15 to 12:30. So I just wanted you guys to be able to see it. And it still moved it. That's funny. Anyway, what you guys can't see because I'm zoomed out is it's moving the block over here as I type it. Okay? Now, right now it's popping this on my work calendar. Say I don't want this to go on my work calendar. I can just hit the slash and it will give me an opportunity to pull up other calendars. Because I'm on my YouTube set, it's actually blocking those calendars. But normally if I have my regular calendar set turned on, when you hit the slash key, it would let me pick from any of the other aforementioned calendars and let me pick which one I wanted to go on. So see how this is dropping down now? So I can pick whichever one of these I wanted to go on, and I will leave it on work because that's what I use. But if I wanted to put it on that one, I could do that. Or I could just come over here and hit /W, and it's only going to show the ones that start with W. So that allows me to do that. And then if I had a location, I could basically put the @ mark at the location, and it would give me the drive time and the whole 9 yards. So really cool because it allows you to add things to the calendar simply like that. But here's where it gets really interesting. Let me slide you over to the opposite side. You see here up at the time, it says this is an HST. Well, Tommy is in Bama. So I could come down here and go add another time zone. And let's put Alabama. And it says Mountain Time. Boom. And then now that I'm on the Mountain Time, when you see here in the top corner, it says Mountain Standard Time. So I can know that when I have something scheduled here, that what time it is in Mountain. So if I come over here and move this, because Tommy says he's ready at 3, I can just set it by the 3 Tommy time without the thing that everyone does over and over and over again. Well, what time is that where I live? Well, now you just know, right? It's easier because I can see by setting the time zone which one it is, and that's it. Let's check the comments real quick. Billy said, live overlays, new listener. Where you get the overlays? Billy, well, you're new. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. I'm a designer. I made it. But there's tutorials on the channel how to do it. And there's also the last 3 live streams we basically covered doing these types of overlays in Canva. I normally do everything in Illustrator, but yeah, I do make majority of my own. Oh yeah, get it, India. That's the answer. Check out India's video about Cali. India, you're a mod. Why don't you just paste it in the chat? Danielle's here. Yes, I did that. Exactly. That is exactly what I do. Somewhere in my list, let me go. What did I schedule that for? Oh, I turned off that calendar. Hold on. Let me put back my regular calendar set because this is kind of confusing to me. All right. So, Kim. Oh, it didn't sync yet. I have a section in here where I had blocked out like 2 p.m. to study ClickUp because I'm trying to get into ClickUp. So yeah, I basically do use it to block time so that way I can know where the things is. Can Calendly be integrated with Fantastical? Yeah, in a sense, if you have your Calendly linked to Google and then you have your Fantastical linked to Google, it does work that way. When I book stuff in Calendly, it blocks it out in my thing. I am trying to migrate everything from the Google Calendar to the Fantastical calendar service because it's quicker, faster, less headaches, whatever. But the other apps like Calendly don't quite get there yet. So what I'll do is just make a Google Cal called Calendly and it will automatically sync and lock in place. Or I can lock it to an iOS calendar. And then, so yes, that does work. Elaine, thank you, Elaine. I really appreciate you, Ma. I don't, it's my thing. Oh, it's turned off. Let me turn it on. Okay, now it's fixed. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate you. Yes, so yes, you can go in and pick whether you want to use the iCal service or the Google Calendar service, and then you just log in with your credentials and you're good to go. Recently, with the last update, one of the things that they brought into play is they brought their own syncing service. That's part of the reason why before Fantastical was like $40. And then it'd be a couple years to an update, and then you pay another $40, whatever. It was great. But I like the new way better. It's $40 a year, but the service that they come with is amazing, and it's a little bit better than the generic calendar service from iCal or iCloud. I just said that. iCal or Google Cal, and I'll explain why in just a second. So we'll dive back in, and I'll let you see that. It's dope. Just get it. End of story. Period. Point blank. It's quite amazing. I don't know who asked me that question, but you could jump on YouTube and then I'll know. But yeah, it's dope. Just do it. Everybody that's saying stuff is because they either don't want to buy it, cannot, or just throwing shade. But it's amazeballs. Ooh. What? Oh yeah, that's true. We have, hold on. See, Tommy is Tommy is messing me up real quick. Let me check, see if I go to my month view and then I look over her. It's kind of funny. I have my my calendar set that is connected to my iPad is literally showing up different than here, but it's okay. We can fix that. Let me check down here. There's my reminders, conflicts. You know what? I'll just show you because for some reason it didn't sync. But let me check this and make sure it's all good. Yes, FlexiBits is there. All right. So if you come down here to calendars in the very bottom, let me bring you to the bottom. Under my calendar set, I can do add interesting calendar. Okay. And then under interesting calendar, let me move this guy out so we can find out where we be. And move you here and zoom you up a little bit. Under interesting calendar, you can look for sports, right? So you can pick whatever one of your favorite teams is, right? So you can come over here and you can click that and you can say NFL, or you can scroll down to the only team that matters and select I'm about to look at Oakland. See, I almost screwed this up. So I can press on Las Vegas Raiders, right? And then now it shows up and then that's cool. That's blue. I don't necessarily like it there, but I've added that to my interesting calendar set. So now when I close this, if I go to my calendar set and do manage calendars real quick, I'll bring this back up to the middle. You'll see where I have my Fantastical. Where'd it go? There it is. You see this right here under Las Vegas Raiders. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to change it from blue, hit other, naturally select black, press OK. And then now that has been added. So that's what I mean by the interesting calendars. So you can add all sorts of dope stuff here in the interesting calendar set, which is the reason why I have this Notre Dame one turned on over here. So now if I were to grab this guy and pull it over to the side, you see right there, like last week, it said Miami Dolphins versus the Las Vegas Raiders. That's it. So if I was to click on New Year's Day, there is it's showing the game Manchester United versus Villa, but also on the side there, it will show that Notre Dame is playing in the finals because we're bad like that. Only Tommy and I get to talk about our football teams because our teams are good. So on my iPad view, I actually already have it on the schedule. So I haven't synced this one up yet, but that's because I had turned it off in order to show you guys stuff. I didn't want it to try syncing and messing things up as I'm teaching you. Also don't want to be putting random weirdness on my calendar. But normally it's set to sync every couple of minutes. And again, you can adjust the timing and stuff for that, so it's all G. Let's get back to one other thing I want to show you before I check comments again. So I can put task in as well. So here's the cool thing about task. I can go to do, and it's ready to take a task, right? I can do, what is it? Command Option V. Wait, no. So let's get rid of that. Okay, Option V is a check mark. And see, that puts it in the to-do list. And then so, let's see. Teach Japanese to kombucha, right? Then now I have it on projects right now. But if I want to pick a different list, I can just hit the slash box and it shows me which one of these project lists I want to put it on, right? So I'll put it under reminders and it'll automatically jump to the right list. And then, so if I had a location, I can put the location in the whole 9 yards. So I'll show you why I think this is dope. Hey, yo, it's the Convos. That means my coffee brother is here. Hey, what's up, Paul? Good to see you. Coach, you're awesome. Good to see you, Coach. Man, I love Coach. Coach is bomb. No, this is Fantastical. Apple Calendar can't get down like that June 2. Just not even that dope. Yeah, it came up, it put you as Mountain Time, which is Central Time. It's the same smell. It's just kind of funny how it does that. Let's see. Yes. There you go. And there you go, India. You got it. You got it. Everybody's there. June is there. June 2's catching up. Yeah. And you know what's funny, June? That was my problem. Google Outlook it was just getting all crazy. So the thing that is dope is being able to just sync it in one spot, and Fantastical can link all of them together so you can see what's going on, because it does get twisted after a while. And then, of course, I know it's you. Bruh, your last couple of videos have been absolutely hilarious. I really appreciate the work you put in, because I know you're busy and you kind of didn't want to finish. I know that Diana and I roped you into Vlogmas, but you've been doing it every day like a champion. So be champion. That is dope. And Keith, I got something for you. You're sitting over here, but I lost the address. I meant to text you yesterday, so DM me your address. I got something for you. Okay. Yeah, the cool thing about this June and June 2, June 1, June 2, is by putting them all in never mind, India said it. By putting them all in Fantastical, it would allow you to use just one, and it covers the rest. That's the part that is legit about Fantastical, because I do this same thing. Sorry. Okay, not the Canadians. Dude, the Capitals. The Capitals is my squad. Only the goalie. Come on. What are you talking about, Coach? We were friends until like 2 seconds ago. Love you, Coach. Yes. Adding the what? Oh, you're adding the Chiefs to your calendar. Don't put that mess on my calendar. It's not happening. Not happening. Okay, so here, let me show you something about the Costco run real quick. First of all, let me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to show June 2 the Mighty Mighty Costco Run Fantastical Edition because this is seriously one of my favoriteest parts. So I come up in here to the top, right? I hit Option V. You don't have to hit Option V, people. You can type the word to do or you can type the word task. I'm a speeder. I don't got time for that. Plus, if you know me by now, I can't type. So we don't do that, okay? So favorite thing to get from Costco because it's New Year's, I'm going to get pick up Wagyu from Costco, okay? And then I'm going to hit add. Okay, cool. So check this out. I want to add this to my shopping list. I actually have a Costco list, so I can go ahead and hit Costco. I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is where Fantastical is dope. I'm going to hit at location. At the location, I'm going to do hello, Costco. So it knows the Costco right down the street from me. Like, I think June 1, what is it, about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from here? So I click that. And then I say arriving. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, when I pull into the parking lot of Costco, Fantastical drops my list on my screen. So nothing sucks worse than to go through the hassle of Costco parking lot. Let me make sure you guys can see. You can see I'm mad. In Hawaii, Costco parking lot is brutal. Nobody here can drive. So nothing sucks worse than to go through Costco parking lot and then just see all the Aleppo people walking around with a little bit of butt cheeks sticking out the top. You know, you got the plumber crack, the whole 9 yards. You got to deal with all these folks. And you get in there, you get in your car, you're driving home, and you go, bomba clot, me forgot the battery, man. You need a pack of batteries. You're not going back. So then you got to go somewhere and buy the more expensive batteries when you could have got them for a deal at Costco. It's irritated. So what I do, because I drop everything in Fantastical, if I shows up to Target or shows up to Costco or shows up to Marukai, again, which is our Japanese grocery store, they have them in California as well, I remember to get what I need to get, right? So I'm never, Home Depot's another one. Like, as a woodworker, there's things I got to get from Home Depot. I can't stand Home Depot. It's like the amount of folk in there that just be in the way. The workers are always standing in three, talking to each other. And yeah, irritating. So I hate going there, but I have to go there because they're the Milwaukee store here. I use Milwaukee and Festool, everything. So if I roll into Home Depot, I want to get in, get out. So I like that when you pull into the parking lot, the app will show you in your list what you got to get. So yeah. Yes, CalDev and Exchange are absolutely supported. 100%. So let me see if I can show you that real quick. Let me go to my fake calendar set here